Hello.
Hello. Oh my gosh, I feel like in harmony.
Want me to do a quick introduction?
Yeah, please do, my friend.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Karen V. Miguel and Alysha Littlejohn's Little John Yarns YouTube co-live stream. I hope everybody's having a fabulous Saturday today. So, how are you doing, Miss Karen?
Not bad, thanks. Actually, quite good. It was like raining here, and then, but now it's kind of like the sun is shining, and it's all good stuff. It's trying to be like super productive. How about you?
Oh, everything's pretty good. Let me hop in. Okay, I didn't have my comments set up on the side.
That's okay.
Everything's pretty good. It is still the most typical, beautiful fall day. I think I said this my last week live stream when you weren't here. I was sad, but I had to do it all by myself. But it was fun. But on my last week's live stream, I was talking about in Pennsylvania. This time during the year, it is absolutely gorgeous. Like people actually, the only reason why to come to Western Pennsylvania to see the leaves.
Yeah, I
So
would.
how's the leaves up there? Do you lose yours first?
Oh,
Or
no, the leaves are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Like all the trees are like yellows, reds, and like oranges. And it's funny because when I was going through Florida, like I went to Florida over the holiday, like the summertime, and when I was thinking about you when I was driving through Pennsylvania, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the trees here are just beautiful. Like it was breathtaking. And I thought, no wonder you have so much yardage in your because when you post pictures of your property, I'm like, man, she's got like some good yardage in your property. And I'm like, wow, it's like your house is like a resort.
it is. It's nice. I have a small house, but my property itself, I mean, it is pretty green and luscious because it's humid and damp and rains a lot here. But yeah, I I got a lot of smushy property.
Do you have a lot of trees on your property?
Actually, we just got them trimmed last year. They're the most beautiful. They have to be at least 70 years old. Oak trees. So I have one, two, three big trees on my property.
Oh, that's so nice. I think we have one. I should plant more
Uh-huh.
because like we always had it drawn out to like do the backyard, but we just never did. And we have all this yard, but we never did anything to it. So one day I'm just gonna like completely pimp it out, I hope. But at that point I hope to plant like fully grown trees.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
plan was always to plant fruit trees, but I
Yes.
haven't.
Then you get a lot of birds though.
And bees.
Yeah, we have we get like bird problems in our ventilation sometimes, like they'll make their way in. But
Mhm.
yeah, that's do you do all your stuff inside of your is your full studio inside your home, or do you kind of go about like outside of us? Do you have an outside studio too?
Oh, like for my crochet and my job. Well, since I am a crochet diva and a professional YouTuber,
Uh-huh.
no, everything is in this room. This room that you see right here that looks like a beautiful studio.
Yes.
This is my living room. This is my crochet room. This is the study headquarters for homework. This is the multi-purpose room.
Yeah.
So right here is my front door. So if somebody comes in, they have to walk past all the lights to make it through the yeah, regular
Um,
person.
but like it makes sense though, because I'm like all about that too. My place isn't very big, but I like where we do stuff is pretty centralized, so you know where everyone is. And
Mhm.
like when I'm not shooting and telling the kids to like don't make any noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, this room I do like all my studio stuff. I have meetings here. I do my coaching, and then I have all my storage stuff. And yes, I have laundry hanging on that side of the room.
Guys, I've seen the opposite side of her camera. This looks like she's in a luxurious office
Mhm.
that's like in some beautiful studio on the strip somewhere, and she probably looks to her left out of like an ocean view window. No, she's
Yeah.
in a basement.
Yeah.
You can use that clip.
Okay, she's in a it's so true. I'm below ground right now, and all of this is artificial lighting.
Me
But it's
too.
good because it's like I can control the lighting from here, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And we do
Okay.
oh, go ahead. Are you jumping to the comments?
Yeah, I'm going to jump into the comments. If you guys are with us, tell me what time it is, where you're at, what the weather like, what you're crocheting. So I'm going to see what's going on. We have Georgetta. Hi, everybody from the UK. Samantha, doing great today. Let's see, keep scrolling. Let me see some of the first people. Recollected Goods, hello. How you doing? Good afternoon. Who else? One more. And then we got a fellow native, Woven Tales Designs. Hello
Wow.
from Pennsylvania. Woven Tale, if you're going to hang out with us today, where are you at in Pennsylvania? I'm always looking out for a crochet buddy.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh area, myself.
And do
So
you have like a shop or do you crochet for fun? Oh, this one, Recollectics from Kansas. Ooh.
we got, hey, you are in the middle of Kansas. Well, I shouldn't ask are tornadoes worse, but from what I've heard over the news for the past year, it's been crazy. All those like huge tornadoes. Whew.
Yeah. Oh, look at Gloria. She's
Our
online.
girl Gloria, pull her up.
Hello. Hello, friend. I'm in Chicago. It's 50 degrees. I'm working on
Really?
fedora hats. I love fedora hats. Oh, girl,
Go
you need
ahead.
to drop your link in the comments. I want to like let me take a look. I wear fedoras like all the time.
Actually, this is probably for later in the stream.
Yeah.
If you would like to, if you're working on anything beautiful right now, and you would like me to bring it up to show the world what you're working on, I left my email address down in the description box below. Click on that, send me what you're working on, and we'll probably look at it later in the show if we
Yeah.
have some time.
Oh, that would be so awesome. I love like supporting other handmakers. Let's see here. Lancaster. Oh, she's visiting her parents. She's
Oh, Lancaster, that's like the opposite way.
trying to improve my knitting skills and a tutorial for crochet mouse ears.
Oh,
Oh,
cute.
so are you on YouTube, Miss Woven Tail Designs? We would love to see. So that'll be exciting. Crochet mouse ears, huh? That's interesting because yesterday we were actually looking at like we're thinking about going back to Disney this summer, and they're raising the price for everything at Disney again. Like the price of the tickets, the price of the like genie passes and everything. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so oh my gosh, look. Maggie from South Africa.
Oh,
Welcome. That's lovely. I love
we
it
got
when they're
travelers.
yeah, people from all over the continent, from different continents. 59 degrees. I'm working on a unicorn hood. I love those. Those are adorable.
Trying to see what's the temperature here. I'm not being rude. It's 67 degrees here in Pennsylvania, so it's still nice out.
Okay, is that like Fahrenheit?
Yes, so that's minus 34 for Celsius.
Okay,
So
math wizard. How
I'm
did you
probably
do
wrong.
that?
Somebody comment's gonna be like,
How
no,
did you
it's
know that so fast?
no, because what's the freezing point in Fahrenheit, guys? You just US people. Freezing point is what, 32 or 34? And your freezing point is zero, right?
Right. Which
So therefore you add that number.
oh, okay. I'm just gonna try and like I'm gonna go to the Weather Network app and change the settings to Fahrenheit. I don't know.
Sorry, us United States people are not like the rest of the world. We're so difficult.
That's okay. That's okay. It's
Okay, it's 32. So whatever that is, minus 32 would be Celsius.
0.
Like if she said it was if I say it's 83 degrees or 82 degrees, that means it's 50 degrees Celsius for you.
Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. Let me just
Okay, we're going too long on that topic.
okay.
Okay, today's topic that we're going to be going over on this live stream. Sorry, we went off
Yeah,
on a
no,
long tangent.
sorry, the weather.
The weather.
Moving
But
on.
we're talking about, okay, right now we're in the midst of crochet season. You probably have all these things going on. You're wondering where to start. What are some of the things that you can do to just get the ball rolling? Or if you're stuck, what are some of the things that you can do to protect yourself during this crochet season? And can you elaborate? Because my brain is going blank for the rest of this.
Well, myself, I'm prepping right now. Like I'm prepping wholesale orders. Like right now, I'm prepping like a corporate order to go out, and I think at this point, luckily, I have things down in terms of how like the order of how I do stuff. But one of the reasons why I like to teach is because I like to help people avoid things that didn't work out so hot when I was learning how to do things. Like like for example, wait, well actually some things that'll help you get, if you guys are preparing orders and things like that and you're crocheting like crazy, because I know a lot of people I'm coaching right now too are crocheting a lot of things or trying to determine whether or not they should crochet more and all that sort of thing. And I'm going to relate. You may reach a point where you're like crocheting and crocheting and you're like you don't see the end in sight. Here's some tips on how to
Yes.
help yourself when you're under pressure. Okay, so you have
Okay.
tons of orders, you're trying to build tons of inventory. The first thing is, if you first check out head to my channel, Karen V. Miguel. If you're not watching after this live stream, I have a video on wellness. You need to do the stretches. So make sure that you do the stretches on a regular basis so you don't cramp up, especially if you're crocheting back to back.
And can I add, this isn't just for people who are selling crochet. This
Right.
can be people who are in the midst of getting ready for Christmas season,
Yes.
making all type of gifts, anything. If you are, actually, I have a question for you while we continue to talk.
Yeah.
For everybody that's watching right now, type right now if you feel this time is a stressful part of the crochet year. Let it be you're selling crochet or you're just getting ready for the Christmas season and you're making everybody something. Tell me what you're doing and what are your stresses for right now.
Yeah.
So
So
I have a
if you're
question.
making like, okay, if you're trying to make hats for all your grandkids right now because you want to get them ready for trick or treating, or you're getting ready for Christmas gifts already, you probably want to be thinking about that too. Then yes, visit my channel and do the stretches every 30 minutes or at least, and get up and walk around every 30 minutes to an hour just to make sure you don't get cramped up. I personally use like massage cream on my forearms too because I cramp up, you
Mhm.
know? And, how about you? Do you have any, like, special stretches that you do?
Actually, I want to be completely honest with you. When I crochet, usually I always start this like routine, like, okay, I'm going to make sure I stretch before I crochet. I do always make sure I put lotion on before I crochet, but I usually don't do my stretches until it's past the point of pain. I know that's bad and I don't recommend
Like, 3
anybody doing
hours
this.
later.
Yes, you have a deadline in your head. You have a time period and you're sitting there crocheting like, yes, it hurts a little bit and you do a quick stretch. And
Mhm.
then I keep, yeah, I have a bad habit of doing that, and then I take myself out for days because I have rheumatoid arthritis.
Oh, that's, yeah, that'd be a good idea to set a little alarm. That's another one. Like, sometimes setting an alarm, because they're like, before, when I used to do a number of orders, like, back to back, then
Mhm.
I would do the same thing you do, crochet, like, 2 to 4 hours straight, and then you
Yeah.
like, you have to go to the bathroom, and when you get up, like, everything hurts.
Mm.
Do you ever do that?
Yes, I've heard of somebody, I think tennis elbow, right? I've heard of somebody getting tennis elbow from when you crochet, they held their arms up in this position for so long, it locked their arms
Uh-huh.
from crochet. I'm like, oh, I wrote a whole, I'm gonna have to link this after the live stream. Wrote an entire article on crochet injuries.
Oh,
This is like a sport. You can take yourself out from crocheting.
totally. You can. Because there was one time when I was crocheting back to back, and literally, like, I didn't change the motion I was doing or stretching or anything like that. And literally, I went to my crochet bag, put my hand in to get something else out, and my
Ah,
something in my hand popped. And then the next thing you know, swelling. And it was like,
yes.
okay, I don't even know what the heck I did, but I'm pretty sure, it was not good. Oh, look, it's Dee Dee. Hey,
Hey,
Miss
Dee Dee.
Dee.
Oh, while you're in the
Oh,
comments, why don't we bring up some of those questions or
yes.
those replies to the
Go ahead.
questions? Here we go. Wait, we'll go back to Woven Tale. She says, OMG, thanks. Yes, I'm on YouTube and just took a hiatus from my business because I had a baby. Congratulations. Getting back into it though. Yeah, and Disney prices are crazy.
Yes.
Let's see who else. Butterello Boutique took me a second. This is a very stressful time of year. I just started a new YouTube channel in the middle of the hustle and bustle of the holidays. I want to give you some tips. It can be very difficult to do a selling your handmade items and being a YouTuber at the same
Yeah.
time. I would like to give Karen a lot of credit because you did this much longer than I did on a higher schedule, higher level, like with your selling finished items.
Well, first of all, like your knowledge of YouTube, ladies, like of course, Alysha is the gal to ask any questions to. But I didn't even attempt to get onto YouTube until about it was probably 4 or 5 years after I'd already launched the business and I was going strong already. But that was just my choice because my focus was selling. But
Yeah,
and it really depends to me. I think it depends on whether or not you should go onto YouTube. Based depends on who you're targeting. Like I think it makes a ton of sense for pattern makers to be on YouTube because and designers if you're selling your pattern designs because the tutorial aspect of it helps immensely in terms of your target audience. But if you're selling product, like physical product, like I don't my clients don't follow me on YouTube because YouTube is for the not like the people like you it my product is for people who don't know how to crochet, right? They're the ones who want
two
the
different
lesson.
audiences
Yeah,
completely. I,
yeah.
s- I wish I never would have let my handmade business itself go. I wish I would have I didn't know how to, what's it called when you give people other tasks?
Delegate.
I didn't know how to delegate. So I let my business go because my YouTube followers started leaking into my business and it was a whole mess. I couldn't separate the two. So eventually I just let that go. And I wish I had a great business. I had so many followers on my handmade, but I just
You
gave
have a
away.
great business.
Well, no, I do, but I feel like I could have had two branches instead
Ah,
of
okay.
this branch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard to do both. And then you gotta think too, is it really worth like, okay, say you do delegate and then you
Yes.
hire people to help you. Like, are you spending all the money on salary and like pay and then managing people when really you were happy just managing the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you have to kind of
We
think
say
like,
that because we don't give up any power. When any crochet business person, every single one of you women in here, even if you don't have a business, you crocheters, you don't give up power. There's something about crocheters and they're like, you can't do it right, I'll do it.
yeah. I don't know what it yeah, it's like it took a lot for me to I gotta hand it to my the first crocheter that I hired. She she was so patient with me in letting go.
Yeah.
Like letting go, she like yeah, like me delegating to her and kind of and trying to figure out a way to give her information without feeling like I wanted to protect it. But then
Yeah.
but honestly, it's a natural process. Like you got to build trust and then you gotta give it. And now, oh my gosh, I'd let her babysit my dog if I like I trust her so much. It's like you want to watch my house? Watch my house. Here you go. Here's a key. I trust the lady. So it takes time. But honestly, yeah. Do you prefer managing people or do you prefer
Let me just say hi
oh
to
go ahead.
Unapologetically Mocha Crochet and Crafts. You added some extra to your name. I missed you so much, Unapologetically Mocha. I am back to weekly live streams. I hope to see you every week. But she says, stressful. I've got an order of for 12 scarves that I need to get done. I'm finishing number 10 and I'm really having a rough time to grind them out.
Oh,
Then I have to start making stock for a craft fair.
okay. Well, there you go. Here's more tips then, my friend. Here's a funny one.
Okay.
Don't keep wine near your stuff. Can I
Which
tell you?
do.
I did. I had a moment once. It was my first year, and I thought I was like, because it was like how we are right now. Everything was in one place. I did everything out of my living room, but
Yeah.
I was rolling into wholesale orders, right? So I would have boxes by my piano, and then and then there were hats piled on like shelves by the kitchen. Like
Yeah.
it was like that, right? And then one time I remember it was like I don't know, I'd been crocheting for like 2 days straight and then I had a stack of 6 bamboo hats ready to go and I was
Mm-hmm.
11:30 at night and I'm like, "Okay, I'm just about done. I'm going to pack up this order." And then I forgot I had poured half a glass of red wine and left
Yes.
it on a table and it wasn't, the hats weren't even on the table, but I turned around and went, "Poof," and it hit
Ah,
the
how
wine,
many?
all 6, all 6. I was like, I like melted down in the night. Okay. It was traumatic. And so literally I messaged my crocheters that night, who make that style hat. And luckily they're, some of them are insomniacs, so they were up
Yeah,
too. And I'm like, how many bamboo hats do you have? I need whatever you have on hand. And
yeah.
luckily, oh my gosh, thank goodness, they had about 3 or 4, and I'm like, okay, that's it. I'll just pull an all-nighter and I'll make 3 more.
You know
But
what? After you have that moment of stress, you calm down and you figure it out.
yeah, you do. Yes. But now I keep the hats further away and I don't drink wine when I'm when I'm packing.
Yeah.
Or or it's in a closed container.
Well, that leads me to another question for the audience. Guys, I'm going to steal a word used by Karen all the time. Have you ever had any oh shizzy moments? That's her favorite word, shizzy. Like Karen just had, like where you're like, you're done, you're 100% done with your work, and just something horrible happens.
And how'd
Okay.
you recover? How'd you re-
And you
and what
had to recover. How did you? Make sure you put question marks in front of it so I'll be able to bring it to the front. Oh, and one more other thing. If you would like to help support the channel, you can also help support Karen and I through Super Chat. If you look down in your comments, you'll see a little $ next to the comments. When you click that, I'll have lights go off, bubbles blowing in the background, and you'll get to spin the wheel of patterns, and I will email those patterns out to you. So we're going to see if those works. The first person to
Yeah,
get those to turn on. Let's see.
that would
All
be
right.
amazing. Okay, yeah. Do you have an oh shizzy moment?
My oh shizzy moment. It wasn't anything where I ruined an item. It was a I have two. My first one was a oh crap, I can't stand this client moment. Can say this because this client is a family member. So those are the worst type of clients to have. So I'm going to speak proudly about this family member. They wanted this cape. Luckily, it was made on an Addy knitting machine. And I made this beautiful pixie cape. It had a nice little hood. It came around the shoulders. The cape came to like your elbows. And she complained. She's like, "No, can you get rid of that seam?" Like, no, it's a seam. I can't knit.
You want me to unravel the whole thing?
Yeah, and we went back and forth. I frogged this thing so many times. I'm like, I want to.
Uh,
And another oh shizzy moment. It wasn't anything that went wrong. It was the amount of things that were going on in my life at the time. This was maybe 2 years ago. Let me pull up. What did I have going on? I wrote it down. Okay, I had sponsorships coming on. I had a sponsorship video I had to do. I was writing a pattern for a crochet book. I was trying to finish my own blog. I was trying to create my own videos all the time. I had so much and I was just stressed.
you were a star.
But but it led to an aha moment.
What's that?
I need help.
Yeah.
I'm stressed. I need help. Around that time, that's where I discovered my virtual assistant. She wasn't a VA then. She just was somebody to help me with the blog. And around that time, I discovered Karen.
Oh, that I remember then too. Okay, I remember then.
And sometimes when you're in this crochet life, let it be you're selling or you're just crocheting things for your friends, and somebody's like, I need 3 hats, and you're like, you need somebody to talk to who crochets. And Karen, that was you. To
Oh,
just get through stressful crochet times, to have another crochet friend will like get you through all these rough moments completely, because nobody understands like a crocheter.
yes. I remember that too. Honestly. Okay, let's cheers to that, my friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait,
Okay.
I'm always the wrong way. Ready?
Okay, there it is. Ding. I'm
Cheers. I
having,
went too far.
yeah. I'm having
She's drinking beer, guys.
I
She's
am.
late.
I'm having a light beer. Isn't that interesting? Are we gonna get demonetized because of this?
Nah, we're good.
Nah?
Kids, get off of here.
somebody said that you do if that happens. I don't know if that's true, so I'll just drink it off camera.
I've been drinking on camera for a total of, it has to be at least 3 years.
Really?
And
Cool.
yeah,
Okay, so
I
clearly you
don't
don't
think,
get demonetized.
yeah, get demonetized for less, for like the
Well,
dumbest stuff.
like that's why we say shizzy.
Yeah, shizzy.
Let's see here. Oh, what happened to I'm gonna go to the comments. I was
Okay.
making a blanket, and when I finished, I noticed it was lopsided. Long story short, it's still in the scraps.
Ah,
Yeah, oh, we should that'd be another fun thing to do. If you wanna send Alysha, if we have time at the end, we'll cover it. But if you want to send Alysha your like graveyard of undone, like unfinished, I have a new bowl starting. I had to get to the point where I got rid of them. I did. I purged all my not done stuff, and yes, thank you. And but then now I have this little bowl starting of not done stuff again. It's just
mhm.
designs that are like tanking, and you're like, forget
Yeah,
this. I'm not even gonna frog it. I'll just unravel it some other time.
yeah.
So, yeah, but, let's see what Gail has to say here. "While making a baby sweater, I had to stop and take a coffee break." Well, you should take a break. That
Yes.
that's not an oopsie thing. You absolutely should. At the very beginning of this stream, we were talking about the importance of
I
taking
mean,
breaks.
she had more to it. There's
Oh, did
more,
she?
Gail.
There's more.
Wait, many times I take coffee breaks. I wait. Is there more, Gail? There's like a Gail be continued. I had to scroll up. Nope, that was it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I highly encourage you to take breaks.
She's probably replying to somebody else. Okay.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Um,
I'm gonna get ready for Gail. I gotta find Gail again. I'll
oh,
pull her
here's
up and
another
close her out.
unapologetically, she has a good one. Had just finished a blanket and went to finish off and cut through a stitch on the last row. I took a needle and thread, sewed the stitch back together, and then added a border. LOL. Props, girl. Props.
Good job. Good
Okay.
job.
You know how scared I am of cutting my like the actual garment by accident? I think
Hmm.
I've done that once. And it's like, when you do it in a spot where it's like it's very far from unraveling it where you can fix it. That is the
Yeah.
scariest.
I have a couple. Most of the things I do on YouTube, the things that I would sell to other people, I would take the last end and weave it in 8 different directions to make sure it wouldn't unravel. But when I'm making things for YouTube, I'm like, clip the end, I'm done. But these things go off to my kids, to my daughter, or whatever. This one hat I made that was made in, you have to cut at the end of each row, unraveled because I was just careless. As soon as it went into the wash, it was done. I'm like, even though it
Oh,
was just for like my kid, I still put so much work into it.
you did. Oh,
I
I
was
hate.
mad.
Oh,
Guess who showed up?
let's see. Robin. Oh, I knew it before I even scrolled. Hello,
Just popping in for 5 minutes to say hello to my two favorite ladies. Thank you for stopping in, even if it's for five ladies.
Miss.
Five ladies. You're here for 5 ladies, you just get
No,
two.
two
But
ladies.
stopping in, we have to schedule our UNC,
Yes,
United Nations of Crocheters live stream.
it's so overdue.
And I think uh Miss Hook by Robin did a Christmas YouTube video with me live stream last year. Can
Oh,
we make that like a yearly thing? And with Kieran also, so it can
yeah,
be
I
like
wanna
a
come.
tradition. Every December we do like a live stream together, Christmas themed.
Yes, and everybody can crochet with us. Oh my gosh, or like, yeah, or take part in whatever patterns you
We
guys.
just bull crap and drink.
Yeah,
That's it. We
okay.
just with Christmas lights behind us and just drink and talk crap.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I'm down with that. Oh, look, we did a Christmas work party. Yeah, we'll call it
Yes,
the Christmas crochet work party,
I know. Okay, that'll be great.
and there'll be
Okay.
music from the '80s.
Okay.
Maybe. Because you need like but we don't wanna breach copyright, right? So okay,
Miss
there we go.
simple name. I'm drinking and crocheting as we speak. So happy I found this live. Noah, thank you. Make sure you click the subscribe button to both of us because we do these lives every single week. Sometimes we talk about business, sometimes we talk about crochet life, and sometimes we just drink and talk about all three.
Yes. That what yeah, and whatever else comes along. So, yes. Oh, look what Miss Dee Dee says, "I've been working on a butterfly blanket since November." Yeah, there's those projects too that you're working on for a while.
I got a question for you.
Go
All
for it.
right, since we're in the midst of the crochet season, what do you do to maximize your income right now? Because this is the best time to make crochet income.
Maximize my income.
That was a
I
tough one. Or should I go
Yeah,
first?
what could I d no, you go first because I think you probably have a good
Okay.
example.
I planned this question, so
Oh,
of
yeah,
course
yeah.
I
I'm
as
thinking
soon
on the
as I
fly.
say it, you're gonna be like, okay, I'll tell you what I do to maximize my income. I learned this from the Handmade Success Academy. Put that link down below.
Oh, oh,
If
yeah.
you I email more often. I'm sending out this time of year, usually I send an email newsletter once a week. I'm now sending it twice a week. I've noticed the sales to my shop has gone up. I've
Mhm.
noticed my blog views have gone up. And another thing to maximize my income, I'm going to use a tip for myself right now. I create sales in my shop. Right now, in my Etsy shop, which is linked down below, every single one of my patterns right now are 50% off.
Oh,
But
wow.
wait, there's more. Like an infomercial. If
Yeah.
you use the coupon code birthday, because my birthday's next week, if you use the
Oh
coupon code birthday, you get an additional 25% off of a 50% off pattern.
oh my
That's
gosh, that's
I
a
know.
steal.
So
Okay.
that's linked down below.
Well, I'm
So
gonna
those
make
are the type of things I do. It's October, November, December. To get more eyes on my work, I create sales. I promote more. I social media more to get more eyes on my work. So get more money.
go girl. That's the I highly advocate that. And yeah, it's funny that I got stuck on the question because it's kind of like what my whole course is on.
It's your whole dang course. I learned it from her course.
Aw, thank
And if you would
you.
like to take her course, that is linked down in the description box below.
But yes, maximizing income, I think what we do, like everybody who's part of it, we always like we focus on the activities that are related to increasing your income just for your kind of business. So some people have businesses that are pattern making, some of them are like product making, some of them it depends. Like, but you have like it's not a one size fits all. Businesses are as personalized as you are, and it also depends on what you love to do. Are you more like a social person? Do you like to prefer to sell behind in like an online shop? The strategies are different, right? So in terms
Mhm.
of me, like right now because of COVID, I mean, I loved going to shows, and I love the whole in like being with people. And
Yeah.
but when we couldn't do COVID anymore and that was gone, then I'm the same as you. Like I survived because I already had a mailing list, and I
Yeah.
had like it was current, it was active. I'm always building it, and they're current clients, they're clients that are interested in new products. So if I were to say like the most important thing any time of the year, whether it's this season or any time of the season, it's my mailing list, because they're the people who cared to they like there are some people in that mailing list, no matter what, if I have something new, they will buy it. And
Yeah.
even that's how when like I wasn't even I'm not even much of a sewer, but when I started making masks and just sent it to the people who bought my hats before, it
Mhm.
was I had to make a video on it because I couldn't believe how quickly I sold out. So
He
that's
trusted you.
yeah. So I have a yeah, there's a video I have where I made 3 grand in a weekend just because I made a whole bunch of thanks. It was actually like 24 hours because I launched a
Oh,
whole bunch and then I just blasted them like I have masks, and then everybody the boom boom boom. I wish it was like that all the time, but wow, when people like need something and you have it and you have a like a loyal audience that already trusts you, it's
yeah.
yeah, it's wonderful. And that's what I like to help people do. So that's how I maximize my income. I focus on the people who are actually already my customers.
Okay. I got a question for the audience, and it'll be also you.
Yeah.
right now, in the comments, make sure you put question marks in front of it. What do you guys do to protect yourself if something comes up in life? It doesn't have to be with crochet, but if you're a crocheter, what do you do to, I called it incident proof your business? Or if, like I said, if you're not a crocheter, your life, do you have a savings? What's going on? Do you have any? Or once again, do you want me to go first or?
You go first. I'll give, and then I'll build on your tip.
Okay. So how I incident and proof my business. First, I'll start off as a regular person who doesn't sell crochet. In life, always have a savings. No matter
Okay.
what you do, always have a savings.
Yes.
Panic.
Panic. Sorry.
No, girl, stop panicking. I know you went through some
Robin
things in
doesn't
your crochet.
panic.
She doesn't panic. I know some things about Hook by Robin. I should get called the tabloids. But her crochet business held it down for her in situations where if she didn't have it, I don't know. So crochet held you down. But I use crochet when I work my day job. Crochet was the extra shoes for school. Crochet was the extra money for vacation when I had my day job. Now that crochet is my day job, I've needed to find a way to incident proof my day job because I don't get a paid vacation. I don't get a family medical leave or anything like that.
Mhm.
The ways that I incident proof my business was through passive income. I'm going to give you a little touch into my life, but not too much. Over the past 4 months, I've been going through some things where I really haven't been able to work much, no matter how much I try, just the things going on in life. But thank goodness to my passive income. Thank goodness through the hard work that I've put in through previously through affiliate marketing. If you don't know about it, look into it. Blogging, all this money continued to come into my pockets while I was sitting in my room being sad, eating bonbons.
Mhm.
It was my vacation days that I saved up because I worked so hard before. So that's how I have incident proofed my life. Did that make
Yeah.
sense?
Oh, absolutely. And just having been here for you during all of
Oh,
these
thank
things
you.
too, you are my queen. Honestly, you are one of the strongest ladies I've ever met in my entire life. So I like if you want to get through stuff and have oh look, runway, if you need runway to get through that extra buffer of when things get rough, then
Yeah.
honestly, Alysha is the queen of this. So mad props. I'm like for me, again, yeah, you do need that's the thing too. You rely on your savings. There have been times where same thing. I've had to dip into my like the oh shizzy account.
Yeah. The Oshizzy, thank God I got crochet account.
Yeah, where maybe like a order didn't come in as big as you thought. Or oh, here's a moment where like here's one incident where I was like, "Uh-oh, I have to use that to bridge me." I have a story, but here we go. I'll go into it. There was, and I won't name the company either. I had a
Okay.
huge national order coming that I needed to complete. Like it was a few hundred, like there were hundreds of hats in this order. And the thing is, when you deal with like big retailers, they have contracts on, and everything in the contracts involve like the packaging, the labels, the size of the stickers that they have to just rip open. That is
Yeah.
all stipulated. And if you don't like meet these contracts to a T. Like you think like a two-page contract is bad. These contracts are like thick, like
Wow.
30, 40 pages of like stipulations of what like how it should how the clear bag should be sealed and what side and how much space there is to be allowed on the one side of your packaging for the retailer. It was insane. Anyway, they placed this big order. And generally, the way protected myself was I negotiated my contract so that there wasn't a way for them to cancel a portion of the order. Okay. So that's because when you work with big companies, sometimes they want a clause where they can cancel a portion of the order. And the thing is,
Yeah.
it's not great for you because then you can, or if they just, there's clauses too. And for those of you who work in retail, sometimes they'll buy a portion, like say they buy 100 hats from you, and then there's a clause in the contract that says if we have to put these on sale for 60% off, you owe us back the 20% that. Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
It's called vendor discounting. So if they have to put it to a point where they have to offload it at a discounted price, you have
You'd
to
have
pay the
to.
difference. You have to eat it. So it could cut into your profit. I know it's kind of a weird concept, but like it's called vendor discounting.
Understandable though.
And then there's also like vendor returns where the vendors might put it in the clause where they can return a whole bunch of stuff too, right? So
Has
anyway,
that happened to you?
no, I had vendor returns, vendor discounts taken out.
Hmm.
Yes. But there was one buyer who I thought the order I didn't they wanted to cancel a portion of the order. Oh yeah, reserve. They had a
Okay.
reserve. So I made about 60 to 80 units more than they ended up ultimately buying because they didn't advertise it the way they said that they would originally, and then I ended up with fewer orders. Luckily, I had a contingency where I was able to take the extra orders and put it into a show that I was going to be doing in the month to come. But during that time, that like I didn't get the income for it because I took almost a loss on that order
Yeah.
until I could sell the overstock that I had made. So anyway, I know that's kind of like a loopy example, but that's how you protect yourself. You negotiate from the very beginning the contract for yourself to protect yourself.
This kind of goes into what Leo he says. I have a craft material income budget, but I don't make much from it. How can he fix that,
Okay, I have a
Karen?
craft material income budget, but I don't make much from
He's
it.
probably saying he pays, let's say he's making a hat and he's paying the hat costs $75. The
Okay.
materials for the hat is $68. I'm sure Leo that's not it. But he's not making a profit from the hat. That's what I think he's
Oh,
saying.
okay. There's like okay. I have
He
materials
has
income.
great designs. He should make more.
I have crafts material. Okay. If you're not making money from it, it's funny because my son asked me this question last night. He's like 13, so cute. I hope he becomes a business person. But anyway, if you're not making money from it, the things you're selling are too low. If you're getting any sales at all. If you're not getting any sales at all and you're buying materials for things that don't sell, you're selling the wrong thing. So you have to figure out what it is that sell. And then but if some of your items do sell, then what you need to double down on the items that sell. Double down in a way where it's a different variation of color, because if you know the model sells, then why not just make more of that knowing that it sells, and then increase the price to the point where you're getting money back for your margin. Another thing you could do too, and here's a nugget for people that usually I don't give unless like you're one of my students, but why not, right? So another thing is you take the order before you make the item. So, and then buy the materials after the order is placed. So you'll always net profit, right? So,
Mhm.
like, take a picture of a sample and then say it's offered in red, blue, and green. And then when someone buys a red one, then buy the red yarn and make it then. That way you're not stuck with red yarn and nothing to sell, right? And the thing is, like, because then you have money in hand if you sell based on the sample. That's for people who sell online. You could also do that in trunk show format too.
Sorry. I just went to my email to check on if anybody sent me an email of what they're working on. And one person sent me an email. It just shocked me. I opened up the picture and it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
What? Let's
Can
see it.
I? Okay, let me share this. Add to stream. Where's my email? Are you seeing this?
Oh, wow. That is gorgeous. Is that
Oh, that's
eclectic?
Ricky Goods, recollected goods. I was calling
Recollected,
relic.
yes.
Oh my goodness, that's house
Wow.
too. I want to get this bigger.
That's beautiful.
Hold on. Oh, other one.
Can you double
Bigger,
click on
bigger.
the image and then sell? Oh, wow.
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
Can you imagine the time she had to change the yarn on the hook? Wow. That's
This is where I'm talking about. Where now she probably just drug it back and forth, but still, this wait, uh-oh. Recollected. You modeling. What is this over here? Is these ends you didn't weave in? I'm just messing. Your work is gorgeous.
Oh
I
my
would
gosh,
never weave any weaves and ends after that. This is so gorgeous.
that is gorgeous.
I'm
That is
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I just
no, no. If I were to make something like that, it would be for me.
I would never anything that's like that. If I was selling it, I would get to the end and say, "I'll give you your money back. This is mine.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is mine.
priceless."
This is for me now. It looks like somebody unapologetically must have sent you an email.
Oh, she did. I missed it. Well, you read her thing while I check
Okay.
her out.
Customer commissioned a show. I sent progress pics and custom posted the pics of her. Oh, sorry. I thought she sent custom. So this is her story. I sent progress pics and custom posted the pics on her own work. When she was called out, she canceled the order for the shawl, found a new owner, so it worked out. Oh, so she kind of like
I'm confused.
it sounds like she got stiffed for an order.
Oh,
She
I
committed.
learned it took me one time getting stiffed. Remember those crochet mermaid blankets everybody's making, what, 5 years ago?
Mhm.
I made an entire mermaid blanket and they were like, "No, thank you. We don't want it anymore." I'm like, "But I fin
Oh,
it.
oh,
Thank
you
you
know
so
what?
much to help top up the Oshizzy account." Wait, cheers.
Cheers.
Where's your
Do
beer? You need
you
your beer up there.
I'm
Bubbles.
I'm I'm beering. Oh, wait, 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 wait.
Other way.
Beer. Oh, wait. Other way. Why am I so jaggedy? You know what? I bet you my kids are streaming videos. There we go.
Tell them to get
Okay.
offline. And
Yeah.
even though this is what we usually do, Robin, of course you don't want my patterns because your patterns are so much better than mine. But I will let you spin the wheel of patterns. Here we go. Here is the wheel of patterns. So we'll give it a spin. And you win the crochet turban set. Let me pull it down on my, where is that? Right here. And guys, if you would like to check out my Etsy shop, the link is down below. All patterns in my shop are 50% off right now. And if you use the promo code birthday, you get an additional 25% off of any pattern.
That's a
So
deal.
Robin, you can email me at littlejohnyarns@gmail.com. That link is down in the description. And you can also look at my butt as I turn off this bubbles.
Work it. Work it. I like why is I'm sorry, but my internet is really, really jaggedy. Could you I'm gonna mute for a minute while
Go ahead,
I yell
get
at my
off,
children.
fix it.
1
Um,
second.
okay, let me hop into the comments while she fixes everything. Baby, hooked by Robin, I'll spin you anytime. Okay, I might get demonetized for that one. So I'll go back into the comments and see what everybody else is talking about. Here we go. And guys, if you have any questions for myself or Karen, just make sure you put little question marks in front of it, and we'll be happy to answer anything. Let it be about what you're making in crochet right now, anything about crochet business, or just a random crochet question. Just put it down in the comments below. Here we go. Co says, I make what am I? That probably wasn't a question. I make them what they want and they don't want to pay, so I just end up giving it to them. Oh no, you're rewarding bad behavior. If they don't want to pay, you don't give it to them. You just wear it yourself. Even if it's a dog sweater and you do not have a dog, you keep that sweater. Don't reward their bad behavior. Give it to your cousin. Oh girl, get your ethernet. You're bad right now. Is it me? I can't hear you. Wait, your volume's off. I can't unmute you. Wait, you're muted.
Okay.
Okay, I hear you now. Yeah, go away. Click off. I can't hear you. Just shoo. I'll handle it. We're friends. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go out and then back in again, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so hold the fort, I'll be back,
I'm
okay?
holding the fort.
Okay.
Ooh, Leo has a horror story. Horror story. Getting invited to a charity showcase and got a few garments stolen. But my dream is to do one runway way pose. One runway pose. pose to show the inspired me. I love making short videos. Watching you ladies has given me strength. Leo, I've talked to you in the past and before, and I'll talk to you in the present. You have more talent than a lot. Oh, that's something in my eye. Oh, it's in my eye. This happened last week. But I'm going to continue with one eye, Leo. You have more talent than a lot of people have, just in your little tiny pinky alone. You have way more talent than me. I just happen to be a talkative crocheter, and I hope Karen comes back because I can't see out of my one eye. But I love you, Leah. Stay cool. Let's see what else is in the comments. Another one of my favorites, and of course, she has her own YouTube channel. She's a big YouTuber herself. Jojo Juju, who has all the I'm sorry for my one eye, who has all the Addy machine patterns. I am in the crochet slipper making for my Christmas gift time of the year. Amen. It takes too long to give away. Yes, don't, I'm sorry, don't give away any of your crochet goods. Keep it yourself. I've had the one thing I regret giving away, it wasn't a paid item. It was actually an item for my daughter. I made her this beautiful rainbow sweater. I've talked about this sweater so many times before. I found this thing on the floor. I'm like, I should have just kept it for myself. Mm. That's okay, Jojo. That brings me to the topic of today. Where are your glasses, Alysha? I was talking to Karen before we get on live stream, and I was telling her I feel very naked without my glasses. And she's like, "Girl, you look beautiful. You should try to go on live without your glasses. The whole thing about being online is to be beautiful and fabulous, and I don't feel beautiful and fabulous without my glasses." And so today I'm like, I'm going to give it a try and not have my glasses. And see, this is what happens. I get something in my eye because I didn't have my glasses on. These are my shields. Sue says, just bought a couple of patterns off your shop. Happy birthday. Thank you so much for buying patterns from my shop. I appreciate it. Oh, now that she's gone, I don't have the half of my video up. I usually never let you guys see this part of my house. That is my dining room right there. I usually try to cut it off. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes, Kira needs to come back so you guys can't see the ugly parts of my house. Karen says, I would like to make a sweater, but I don't know where to start. If you don't know where to start, I'm sorry, I'm about to self promote. I have a pattern for a crochet sweater down in the description box below. Hop into my Etsy shop. All my patterns are 50% off. And if you use the birthday code, if you use the promo code birthday, you'll get an extra 25% off. But if you can't read patterns, that's okay. Every single one of my patterns come with a complete step-by-step tutorial on how to make a sweater. When I make sweaters, I'm not making anything fancy and intricate. My sweaters are for the beginner to intermediate, well, more beginner to beginner intermediate crocheter. If you can make a granny square, you can make a sweater from any one of my patterns. Trust me, it's not as hard as you think. One of my best selling sweaters are two granny squares sewn together with little granny square arms. Swear, I make the most money off of that basic pattern. Ooh, hey, fave. Knit and Crochet Tiger. She has a tip, and thank you. Tip, don't just give away items you worked hard on, even if it's to family members. When people get things for free, they may not appreciate it, but if they pay good money for it, they'll take care of it. I 100% agree with Knit and Crochet Tiger. I've always said crochet is a art of love. Most people can't put a price on crochet at all. Like growing up, my grandmother, she was a crocheter. Every time a person had a baby or if somebody even requested it, she would crochet and give it away freely from her heart. So years later, when her granddaughter starts to sell crochet and my family sees these crochet items for sale, they have no idea on what it costs. Whatever price I put on that crochet, they see it as, why would I ever pay for that? It's because they receive crochet for free so much. But those times are running out. Make sure if you're charging somebody, you charge what you're worth. Anything else? Oh, there's more people on the live stream, Jojo. It's right now, Karen and I, we're both having simultaneous live streams. So it's streaming on her channel right now, and it's also streaming on my channel. So we're making it both work on both ends. Thank you, Robin. She says, none, my tongue is tied. I've been drinking. Hook by Robin says, never undervalue your time and skill. I've done that in the beginning, but also I always like to give myself a little plug. If you would like to help, well, don't look at my kitchen. Well, at least my house is kind of clean. Oh, no. Hello, what's going on? Oh, no. Can anybody hear me? This is going horrible.
Alysha,
I can hear you,
what's
Karen. Can you hear
happening?
me? I don't know. Okay, Karen, you stay on. You say some words to the people. I'm going to hop off and try to get back on. They can hear you, but they can't see you.
This is. I'm gonna, this is bad. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Okay, she's. Oh, 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 the word. I'm having technical difficulties.
How many people did you lose? Now, I have my regular camera.
Okay, you're muted.
How did both of our cameras do that? Well, are we delayed?
Okay. Are you okay?
We're delayed. Are we delayed?
Yes. Oh wait, hold on. I can't hear you.
No.
Can anybody hear? Can you hear me? Okay, but
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. Are you muted? Okay. Um guys, if you're watching on Alysha's channel and you just, you just logged in, Alysha and I are live streaming together, and now she is back.
I'm back. Can you hear me?
Oh my gosh, why can't we hear you?
No.
Okay. I was going to stream. I was going to stream, but I'm getting the view. I'm just chatting to myself on TikTok more. Oh,
Okay. Can you
she
hear
can
me?
hear both of us. Okay, Dee
Okay,
Dee can
good.
hear both of us. Perhaps I just can't hear you because
Unmute,
okay,
baby.
everybody hears
Check your
both of us, but we're likely talking over each other because I can't hear you for whatever reason.
check your.
I'm sorry. I don't
Get
want
out.
to. I'm gonna go again. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
get out, Karen. Get out. Oh, Melanie. Okay, Melanie, you want to know what you missed? The past 5 minutes, somehow Karen and I got both disconnected. She can't hear me. I'm trying to talk to her, but nothing's working. I'm trying. I'm trying. Karen, we can pass messages for Alysha. Where'd she go? She popped in for a second. Okay. She said she can hear both of us, but I'm usually Karen. She hits the mute button. Let's see. Let's add her to stream. I can hear you. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
yes. What the
Hallelujah.
Oh my gosh, what the heck just happened?
Oh, Didi says, can you just close caption each other? We made it work. We made it work.
I can't wait to watch the replay of
Uh, like my because somehow my DSLR it's not working. I'm using my camera from my computer. It's not too bad.
Yeah. No, you know what I did? I got off my DSLR and I'm on my webcam too. So if it doesn't look as clear as it was before,
Mhm.
that's I'm using like my webcam. So it's like that's how we roll, folks. This is live, in case you were
Yes.
wondering.
What were we talking about?
um,
The
uh I'm not
uh
sure. Either
we were
way,
just panicking.
yeah. No, we were talking about something. Oh no, you were talking about your patterns. Okay. So you were talking about your patterns, and I forgot. I wanted to shout out a couple of people that we know that we're super duper proud of that are going to the. If you haven't heard about it, the crochet show. I think it's in February, like February 11th and 12th. I don't have the information on it, but you can look forward to seeing Courtney Whitehead there from Creations by Courtney. She's going to be in the fashion show, her creations, as well as Latree Step. She has her store is peachfulcrafts.com. If you were on Alysha and I's last live stream, she's one of the designers that I featured the crossbody bag with the guitar strap. Totally cutting edge and gorgeous. So I'm just so proud of these people who are like of these gals who are going to the fashion show and they're going to be in it with their creations. So keep making, ladies, because this is like amazing. Oh, here we go. Let's can you guys talk about starting a crochet business? Probably a summary of what goes on in from packaging to content creation and marketing, something small. Because it takes 2 minutes.
Yeah, we got you, girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll just cover the meaning of God too. I'm just kidding. Piece of cake. But no, but yeah, if you're actually 5 minute girl, if you want to book an appointment with me for like a consult, then feel free to.
It's
But
completely free.
yeah, it is. But I'd say the most important thing, like the jumping off point for anybody, is to first start with knowing what you like to do. And if you visit my channel, I've got so many, if you're just starting videos, some people like to start with the product. Some people like to start with like the niche. Some people like to start with like the marketing concept. But like, feel around what types of videos and stuff that you like and where you start. A lot of people tend to start with they've made a ton of things and they want to sell them. That's where a lot of people start.
Yeah,
Or
that's the start.
yeah,
Sometimes.
or they've made a ton of things for friends and family. They're getting requests from friends and family and they want to sell. So that's another place to start. And from there, you build on that. You have to establish a foundation of your product price, promotion, placement, and all of that. And then you got to work your way up to building the infrastructure around it to generate sales. Because the only way to run a business is to be making like revenue, right? So,
Yeah.
exactly.
To lay it down even in more layman's terms, market, 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 market.
Hmm.
Be seen, be seen, be seen, be seen.
Yes.
Any means necessary. Social media is wonderful. Walk outside with your crochet on at family events. Be seen.
Hmm. And if you don't know how to market, then my course has a private group for coaching. So and everybody comes, and the most effective strategy for marketing for your business we narrow down for you. So it's really fun. Actually, the last session we were on, I don't know if she's on right now, Jess. We were doing her images. We were like curating her images for her business. So it's a lot of fun because you're like your peers too. It's a nice small group, and like we just kind of help each other out, and I'll give direct feedback on what images to use for whatever, whether it be social media, doing an advertisement, creating copy for a sales page, anything.
Okay, Leo says, I can't wait to get my passport. I want to attend. Funny thing is about passport, I'm horrible. I'm not going to show you the front of the page because it's my passport information. Just printed out my stuff to get my passport. I don't have one.
You don't have a
Shame on me.
passport?
I know. No.
Huh?
I had one when I was little, when my dad was in the military, but that's when I was little. But now that I'm making all this crochet money, I'm like, I need to go travel.
Yes, you do. You need to travel up here, girl.
Do I need a passport to come to Canada? I didn't used to, but now I do.
Yeah, you do. But you're lucky because you're in the States. People in the state, you can travel all over the states. You don't need a passport, right? But
Yeah,
whenever
but
we
I want to
travel,
come
we
see you.
pardon? Yes.
I, I want to go to that all day spa you were
Yes.
telling me about. Can you tell we should have a
Yeah.
I'm thinking crochet retreat
Yes.
at your spa.
Oh, well, I'm
Let's
thinking if we do a crochet retreat, this is what I picture. It'd be like a 2-day retreat. One day would be
yes.
at the spa, the other day would be at the wineries. Because that is our jam, right?
She
See,
was on the same level. I haven't forgotten. We were supposed to go to Canada for a wine and spa trip.
this should
We
be
should
the
get like
spring.
10 cool people and have like a crochet one, go to spa, go shopping for yarn, and just see you
You
guys
know,
later.
you know what I heard about? I forget. There. I think Courtney and somebody else went, or maybe no, it was somebody else. One of my students, she had gone to. It was like a retreat in Vegas recently. Did you hear about this? It was for
No.
crochet, and I don't know, there were like only about 10 to 15 people that are at this thing, and it's run by a yarn company. I forget what it's called, but and I'm like, how brilliant. It's just a nice small group.
Mhm.
They all get yarn. There's like people there who teach some stuff. I think even was Tamara Kelly there too? Yeah, like there are people who are like, crocheters and stuff, and then they're in Vegas, but it's this nice small group.
I want to. I talked to Samara Kelly. I felt like you ever talked to a famous YouTuber or crocheter before?
You, duh.
When I went to the Crochet Guild of America, their chain lynch conference, they asked me to be a speaker on how to start your own crochet business or whatever, being a crochet professional. And I was on a speaking panel or whatever. It was me and Tamara Kelly. And I'm like,
You're like,
I'm
I'm with
so
her.
I'm supposed to talk with her. I'm like, how does that? I don't know. But it was so cool. And she's such a nice person. I'm like, I'm cool. I can name drop now. I sat next to her and said 3 words to her.
Oh, I'm sure like you were up there with her. It's always so easy to get, oh, yeah, it's so easy to get starstruck, but in the end, they're people too,
Yeah.
They are.
But
Everybody's just trying to make it, and just some people have been in it longer.
the whole crochet retreat, I didn't believe in attending a crochet retreat. It seemed kind of cheesy
Mhm.
until I went to that crochet conference and realized how cool it was. And I wish I remembered her business name. I'm gonna link it down after this live stream's over. This woman, she puts together 15 men and women. She takes them to beautiful places and she organizes teachers to come in and have these retreat for crochet. You have beautiful days for spa, beautiful days for learning, beautiful days for walking around. I'm like, I hate people. Well, no, I don't hate people. I love crocheters.
You do. Yeah.
This, I'm like, I need to go on a crochet retreat.
Yes. Or yes, I think that would be a good idea. I would love to go on a crochet retreat. And the thing is too, because I always thought, oh, wouldn't it be fun to plan one? But honestly, I think I just want to attend one.
Yeah. Know what? This is what we'll do. We'll both attend one and then we'll plan one.
Yes. Or at least a small one. Like I think it would be fun to do like a 10, like no, maybe 10 to 12 person one, because that'd be enough to put on a small like bus and do the winery thing and then go up to the spa. That would be Perfect. And then in the evening,
Yes.
you just, there's a section of the restaurants booked off and then you can go eat there. That would be lovely because you also want to be able to interact with like the small group. I like more intimate settings.
Hmm. Think you're a wonderful plan. I think this is something you should like get into.
I will try.
After this live stream, I want to talk to you all about what the other planner told me and her profits.
Woo! Wow. Ladies and gentlemen. Good job. Karen, she's famous and she good job, Karen.
Doesn't even know it.
She doesn't even know it. That's Alysha. You are famous and you don't even know it. That's pure humility, man. That's like I love that about you.
You know who is more famous and doesn't even know it? This person. But she's
Oh,
excited about Hooked by Robin. She has like a 500,000
yeah.
subscribers. And she's like, huh? No.
And she just bats an eye at like problems. She's like, "Oh yeah, I had that problem, and then I did this, and it was like, what?
Somebody donated. Oh, of course she did.
Organize it,
Organize it immediately.
and then Rob, we'll have Robin as one of the keynote speakers. And
He
she's
knows.
just cursing people through the whole thing. I'm just kidding. We love you, Robin. She's like, "Oh no, I'm not. I know you know me, ladies."
Yeah, we're not going to have these speakers. We just need, we'll get some crocheters who have some skills. Like, you'll have a little 20-minute class on how to sell your handmade. And I'll have a little 20-minute class on how to be YouTube. And then we'll go for brunch and have mimosas.
Like, I'll be there. Sailor Mouth talk.
Yeah,
We
keynote speaker.
drop it in the comments, guys. If you were to attend a crochet retreat or
What do you
crochet
want?
mini forum, what kind of like session would you most likely attend? And I think one of the most popular ones would probably be the Sailor Mouth crochet session where everybody just brings their drinks, a hook, some yarn, and speaks openly. That would be funny. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I want to find like-minded crocheters. Like I said, when I went to, girl, next year we're going to the CGOA, the Crochet Guild.
Oh yes, for sure.
It was
Yeah.
so fun. I wish I was cooler because we were in New Orleans.
Oh,
It was hot, but I realized I'm old because my thought I'm gonna go down there. I have no kids. I'm gonna go out and drink. It was like 9. I'm like, I'm done.
I know, right? Like I just
9 p.m. I'm like, I'm done. Maybe if Karen was here.
yeah, then it would be fun. So if hopefully if it happens to be somewhere fun again, you could show me all the good places to eat. See, I like eating. I like just finding good places to eat and drink. And then but you went to like museums and like you went to like an aquarium or something, didn't you?
I was being Miss Independent. It was my first time traveling solo ever. I'm very much an introvert, and being around a lot of people can make me feel claustrophobic. I love the meeting other crocheters, but I'm like, I need a break.
Hmm.
So I'm like, I'm going to the museum. So that's why you see me at the museum. That's why I needed a breather to myself.
Hmm.
So that was, but I ate alligator.
Ooh, yummy. I love alligator.
And it really does taste like chicken.
It does. It's a
It
little bit
does.
it's a little bit more rubbery though,
Hmm.
right? Yeah.
Oh,
So I
who's this up
remember
already?
let's see,
She
please.
says, please do this. And if you two need any help with pinning this retreat up with accommodations,
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You know what, Dee Dee, though? I'll bet you she'll be the first one to sign up because Dee Dee's like always game. She's a
this is cool. Dee Dee's the type of person I would probably want to hang with.
oh yeah.
She helped me on the live stream before. She's just a very, I don't want to use the word normal, but really normal, chill, cool person, like beyond normal, just
Hmm.
a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. I remember when I was on my first alone business trip. It's kind of weird because like when Canada Bliss kind of started taking off and I had to go to shows, like my husband doesn't travel with me anywhere. He's never been on a single business trip and been some pretty cool places, but he hasn't been with me anywhere. But anyway, so I'd either go alone or I'd go with a girlfriend. And I remember for my first trip, I just if I'm on my own, the first day I'll go get my nails done somewhere because there's a nail place everywhere, right?
Hmm.
And at least
Yeah.
like yeah, then you feel kind of pampered, and then I'll find somewhere to eat, and then if yeah, and then I'll watch a show because you like if I'm like in Florida, I'll watch a show, or if I'm in New York, I'll watch a show. There's always like nails, food, a show. Then you
Yeah.
can do all those things on your own. So you went to the museum, right? So that's nice. That's kind of like a show. I went to the Met once by myself. It's not as fun when you're at a museum by yourself, I think.
No, one thing when I went out for my trip through New Orleans and I went down to Bourbon Street, I took an Uber down there. And silly me, it is July. It is a gazillion, kabillion degrees in New Orleans. And the humidity is a different type of humidity. It said just a 20-minute walk back to your hotel.
And it's like sticky.
Like, not buying an Uber. I'm just going to walk back.
Are you
I
kidding?
died. I'm reincarnated. I died. This is not me. I'm somewhere down in New Orleans right now. That's
Oh my
how I was so cute that day. I had this cute little those paper bag pants, them pants that go high, but the real wide leg at the bottom. So cute. By the time I got back to my hotel, my arms were drenched, soaking wet. My chest was like I've been bench pressing, just moist.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
gosh. That's
I need to
crazy.
shower.
That's like chew I remember I tried walking once in Florida in July. Like, what is no. So, like, to walk in one of those super duper hot places, that's pretty crazy. I would sooner Uber it. It's worth it.
Knit and Crochet Tiger says, never go to Bourbon Street alone. The crowd alone is so awful, but go with a friend for safety.
Mhm.
Luckily, I went for some reason. I'm not talking bad on the Crochet Guild of America. They're a great guild. I definitely recommend you signing up for it. Wonderful. But they scheduled this in July. There was no tourists in New Orleans in July. Bourbon Street wasn't that packed. Don't go to New Orleans in July. It's hot.
Yeah, that's
So hot.
it's like how I go to Disney in August. It's so, so hot. Like, the minute you step out, you think you're gonna have a heart attack. And I
Mm.
already have, like, low blood pressure, so I'm just like, you feel like it's dizzy.
When I got married, I didn't have much money. We were a young couple. We wanted to get married in Vegas. The cheapest time to get married in Vegas was June. It was like 115 degrees in Las Vegas when we
Gosh,
got married.
that's crazy
It was
hot.
a cheap flight.
It was I can imagine, I can imagine. One time, talking of inclement weather and travel, I went to New York in February, mid-February. Okay, that's
Mm.
so, so cold. And then I remember being on the street because I'm like, oh, I'm going to go visit the windows. I'm going to see the Macy's windows, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I could not find a taxi to take me back. And it was like so, so cold. Like my skin, when your skin starts freezing, like when you
Yeah.
inhale or exhale, it was so cold. I walked for like 4 blocks just trying to get to a street where I could get a taxi. It was nuts.
You know what? I found that there's this little traveling hack. If you go into Google and just type flights from where you live,
Hmm.
Google will bring up flights within the next 6 months that are cheap. Like, what are these random flights? I'm like, Pittsburgh, anywhere in the next 6 months. I'm like, I can go to these random small town cities for $59. I'm like, should I just fly to somewhere in the middle of the world for $59? I'm thinking about it.
That's amazing for $59.
Well, not always that cheap.
Oh, only in America does it
In
ever
good
get like
places. I've been thinking like I've been trying to get to Canada. Where are you at again?
I'm near Toronto.
Yeah, yours is always an expensive trip. If I want to go to Florida, I can get a $70 round trip flight to Florida.
If
Nothing.
you fly to Buffalo, then just you could take an Uber across the border. So fly into Buffalo and you could take an Uber across the border, you can. And then I'll meet you in Niagara. I'll pick you
You're
up.
that close?
I'm close to Niagara. I'm only an hour from Niagara, so I could go to the border and get you.
For real?
Yeah.
I thought you were like up in there further up. You're
No,
that close.
I am. I'm close to I live close to Toronto.
Oh, we need some crochet girl to I've been really thinking, I'm like, I need some Karen. I wonder what Karen would be like in person. I bet it's magical.
Oh, it's like yeah, it's like fairy life. Fairy life. Well, I like to
Robin,
keep things fun, so oh Robin, I've got to head off. Longest 5 minutes ever. Organize a
it
retreat
is.
already. Yes, and
Yes.
you're and Robin will promise to be one of our keynotes. That will be
We don't need keynotes. Well, I think if you ever see me swatting, I have a lot of plants. So sometimes those plants get tiny
those
little
little
bugs.
bugs. Yeah.
So I'm like, if you see me just randomly swatting, it's because I have so many plants. But what was I going to say? Yeah, we probably won't need a keynote. We're just such cool people.
Yeah, we are. I'm making a pour. Look at that.
Shoot, I guess we've been going a long time. Should we end this?
Oh, it's 3:21 already. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's
Oh,
just
I got a request.
yes.
Did you want to come next week too?
If you oh wait, next week,
Yeah.
here's a plug. I'm gonna be doing a thing with Cherie, but I think
You did tell me that.
it's 12 o'clock. I planned it so I'm not overlapping yours.
Okay.
And then but if I still have energy, I'll totally pop on.
If you have energy, don't worry. I'm just doing my top 10. When there's nothing else, my top 10 seems to work. And could you do me a favor?
Yes.
Could you ask Courtney if she would like to be on my show?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could you butter her up for me first and be like,
Oh,
hey, girl?
yes, I'm sure she will make the time. This woman, she's the busiest person you know, but she's one of those people like if you ask the busiest person you know, she will make the time for it. She has a little bit of laryngitis right now though. So, yeah, but
I'll
she
wait on
probably
it.
will be better by then. And yeah, and she could tell you too about some new things she has going on coming out in some magazines. That'd be nice.
She's magical.
Yes, I'll speak to her this week.
Okay. So I'll let you wrap it up.
Okay,
Let you be the woman.
ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there, thank you for joining Alysha and I. We always get together every once in a while to have a few laughs, talk crochet, and just about anything else under the sun. But if you want to join us again, we're gonna live stream again at least within I think Alysha, you live stream now every
I'm
week,
going to
right?
live stream next week, 2 o'clock. I'll be here.
Yeah, but I'll be on with you for sure the first one in November.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then but yeah, we'll see you all next time. Stay safe and have a great week, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.